Dear children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Today, from our science subject, we are continuing our lesson Transport and Communication. Okay, children. So already we have discussed about transportation, no? Like different modes of transportation, and also we have discussed about the communication systems also, like mobile and all that. Okay. So we were talking about safety, and in this session, I am going to continue about safety and some question and answers. Clear? Now, so safety measures at school. So we were talking about safety measures, no? Like on roads, how we have to be, and inside, also inside our houses also we have to follow some safety measures, no? Even when we go out, even then also we have to follow safety measures so that we can keep ourselves safe and we can keep other persons also safe. Okay, children. Now let us discuss the safety measures at school. So everybody will be going to school, all of you. No. So when you are in the premises of the school, so you have to follow some rules where you will be safe. So you will not going to hurt yourself and you are not going to hurt any of your friends also. Clear, children? So what are the safety measures at school? Climb up and down stairs carefully without pushing anyone. So when we move classes, when we go for breaks, lunch breaks or uh, fresh breaks, so what we do? We are going to climb the stairs up and down. No. So when you are climbing, okay, so you must not push anyone. You should not hurry. You should not hurry. You should not run on the steps. Okay. So you should climb slowly, seeing the steps very carefully, and you must also observe if anybody are coming in the front, like okay, to your opposite direction. So you must give way to them. Clear, children? So you should not push anyone. You have to climb your stairs very carefully. Now, don't run on the corridors. No. So you will be having your corridors in front of your classrooms. So in the break times, what you do normally, you will stand there for some time. So if you want to walk on that to pass on to some other class or to some other place, you should not run on the corridors. You have to walk. No. So if you are going to run, you may fall, or when you are running, if somebody is walking, so again you make him also to fall. Now, clear, children? So again this is going to hurt you. So please don't run on the corridors. And always follow lab rules while doing experiments in the lab. Especially children, high school children, especially like middle school and high school children. So they are going to do experiments in the science lab, like physics lab, chemistry lab or biology lab. Okay. So here when you do experiments, you are going to use some acids, some chemicals. So these are again are very harmful. Now if they are going to split on your body somewhere, it is going to be harmful for you. So when you are doing these experiments in the science lab, so you have to follow the lab rules. Okay, children? So lab is nothing but a place where these experiments are done. We call it as science lab. Okay. Now, never play or run in the classroom, as one may get hurt while hitting the desks or benches. See, so this is very commonly like students, some of the students do this, but please students, you should not do this, because when you run in the classroom, when you play in the classroom, it is going to hurt you and others also, because classroom always it will be filled with benches and desk. No. So when you run, you may get hit with the desk or a bench. No. Clear, children? So you should not do. Like you should not play there and you should not run there. So where you have to play, you have to play in the playground in the school. But whenever teacher is going to change from one period to other period, other teacher is going to come. So in that between time, that is the mean time, so some of our friends, they would like to play and run in the classroom. So that is totally wrong, children. You must stop this type of practice. Yes. And the other one is, don't throw waste on floor, as anyone may step on it and fall on the floor. See, so if we are eating some snacks like paper, or sometimes for snacks, if you get banana or some any fruit peel, if you are eating it, after that you have to throw it in the dustbin. If you are throwing it on the floor, no, if somebody is going to step on that waste, so definitely they are going to fall on the floor. Yes or no, children? So please don't throw waste on the floor, because anybody can step on it and fall on the floor. Okay, children? Insist fingers in the sockets of the electric switchboard. So you'll be having switchboards, no, children, like electric switchboards, like even in the school, in our houses. So you have everywhere, no? So please don't try to insert your fingers in the sockets, in the socket, like you'll be having like holes where you are going to insert this electric switchboards or any plugs, no, like we charge our mobiles also. So in that particular places, please don't insert your fingers. Okay, please don't touch them. That is better. So if you just want to switch on, switch off any light or fan, you can switch on and switch off it. But don't try to insert your fingers into it. So you may get, an electric shock. So that is again very harmful to us. Okay, clear, children? So these are some safety measures which we have to follow at school. Okay, and there are already there are some safety measures which we have to follow at houses also, inside our houses also. So again, never touch any electrical appliances or switchboards with wet hands. You may get fatal shock. See, again here also, as I said, if you want to switch on and switch off any electrical appliance, so please see that you do not touch that with your wet hands. No, your hands must be dry. So if you touch it with the wet hands, what happens? You may get fatal shock. No, you may get a fatal shock. Again, this is going to hurt you. Clear, children? So not only switches on the electrical board, children, even electrical appliances is what? Like you may be having heaters, you may be having iron boxes. No, so anything, fridge, washing machine, anything, whatever electrical appliances are there in your house, if you want to touch it, okay, if you want to touch it or operate it, please don't touch with the wet hands, especially when you're operating. Please don't do it with the wet hands. Clear, children? Now, use sharp cutting instruments like knife, scissors, blades, etc. with care and protection. Like cutting instruments, children, like sharp cutting instruments, like if you want to cut something, so we are going to use knife, scissors, blades. No, especially when you do all these DIY activities like art and craft, school projects. So you will use these instruments. So when you use these instruments, you have to use them with care and protection, because they are very sharp. They are very sharp. So if you are cutting a paper, you cannot see somewhere else and cut the paper. No, when you are cutting the paper, concentrate on that paper and then start cutting, so that your concentration must be on the paper and also the knife or the scissor, whatever you are using there. Clear, children? So please use these sharp cutting instruments with proper care and protection. If you don't use them with care and protection, it is going to harm you. It is going to cut you, because your finger or your skin somewhere else. So it is going to give a hurt. So please use it with proper care. Okay, and always switch off the knob of the gas cylinder if it is not in the use. So gas cylinder, so we are talking about the gas cylinder which we are using it for our cooking. So it will be in the kitchen where mother uses this for cooking. No, so she uses this for cooking. So after completing the work, you have to switch off the knob of the gas cylinder. Otherwise, there is a possibility of gas leakage. No, so to protect from that, to get protected from that, we have to switch off the knob of the gas immediately after we use it. So when it is not in use, so when we are not going to use it, it must be switched off. To tell your mother that always to switch off the knob, children, after she is going to complete the work with the cylinder. Okay, and the other one is do not run on the wet floor. You may slip and fall on the floor. It is not your children, that is YOUU. Okay, so after cleaning the house, after mopping the house with water, for some time what happens, the floor will be wet. The floor will be wet. It takes some time to get dried up. So when it is wet, when the floor is wet, please do not run on the wet floor. If you, because it is going to slip. It is going to slip. So you are going to slip on the floor and you are going to fall down. So somewhere your knee, your hand, your leg, it is going to hurt. So please children, don't try to run on the wet floor. Again, this is one safety measure which you have to follow in the house. Okay, and the other one is never play with matchstick. So you'll be having matchsticks, no? What do we do with the matchstick? So we are going to lit the fire. Sometimes candles, fire, no, all that, and dhoop sticks. So we are going to have these matchsticks in our homes where you use it for different purposes. But you, especially children, please don't play with the matchsticks. If you are playing with the matchsticks, means you are playing with the fire. No, so fire again is very dangerous. No, so you have to be always far from the danger. So please don't play with the matchstick. Okay, and walk carefully on the wet floors of bathroom, etc. Like we have our washrooms, we have toilets, wash areas and all that, where we are going to have some activities like bath, cleaning and all that. No, so this floor will be wet because mostly we use water in these rooms. So when it is wet, please walk carefully. Again, you should not run on that. No, you have to walk. You have to hold your feet very firmly on the floor so that you are not going to slip and fall down. Clear, children? So these are some safety measures which you have to follow in the houses. And I also said you that you have to follow some safety measures in the schools also, not running, not playing in the classrooms and all that. Even on the roads also, when you are walking, when you are riding your bicycle, all that, even on roads also, you must be very careful. You have to follow all the traffic rules and so on. Clear, children? So if you do maintain and if you do follow all these rules, then you will be safe and you also will keep the others also safe. Okay, now, so here we completed our lesson, children. What is our lesson? Transport and communication, where we also learnt about safety measures. So now after this lesson we will be having some question and answers. So we are going to revise and learn more about this lesson in the form of question and answers. Okay, so hope you have understood the lesson well. Now you have to answer this question and answers. The first level 1 question is, to travel means. To travel means. So what do you mean by traveling? Traveling, what did we learn about this? Is it to take bath? Is it to take cook food? Or to go from one place to the other, or to study? To travel means to go from one place to the other place. Okay, children, so we go from school to house, home to school, home to park. anywhere, home to some other place, our village to some other village, anything, wherever you travel, it is going from one place to another place. Clear? Yes. So which of these animals were used for traveling in olden times, older times? So people were using, children, some animals in olden times, because there were no buses, there were no trains, there were no cars, bicycles in the olden days. So in that time, they took help of the animals to travel from one place to the other place. Okay, so what are those animals? Is it goat, lion, dog, or horses and oxen? And the answer is D, that is horses and oxen. Okay, I'm sorry, children. See, horses and oxen. So people used to travel on horses, used to travel on oxen, and they not only traveled, but they also used to carry goods from one place to another place through these animals. So that is why D is the correct answer. Even nowadays also, children, we are using horses and oxen also. But it is not for people for transferring goods. Only in small towns and small villages we are using mostly these animals, but not in cities and big places like big towns. Okay, children? And the third one is we post our letter in. We post our letter in. Where do we post our letter? In the hospital, school, letter box, aeroplane. What is a letter, children? Letter is one of the means of communication which we are going to write something, whatever we want to write. No, what we want to talk to them, all that we are going to write it on the letter and post it so that it is going to reach our relative or a friend who is very far away from us. No? Yes. So, where are you going to post the letter? So, this is in the letter box, that is C. You are going to post the letter in the post box. C is the correct answer. Letter box or post box, both are same, children. Now, fourth question. Look at the pictures and tell what mode of transport it is showing. Okay. Now, what is there in the picture here? What are you seeing here? A boy who is on his bicycle. No. So, now you have to identify what mode of transport is this particular bicycle. Okay. So, is it air, water, land, and none of these? So, what we have learned, children? We learned that we are having three modes of transport. One is air, the other one is water, and the other one is land. Again, in land, we have two types. One is road, other one is rail. Okay. Now, bicycle. So, where it is going to travel? Where we are going to use it? On the land. That is C. C is the correct answer. No? On the land, we are going to use this bicycle. Clear, children? Now, the fifth question. Look at the pictures and tell what mode of transport it is showing. What is this? This is a boat. This is a boat, a small boat. Okay. And where do we use this? Either in the water, land, air, or none of these. So, we are going to use it on A, that is water. No, we use boat, yak, ship, and all these on water, where we are going to travel from one place to the other place. So, A is the correct answer. Sixth question. Look at the pictures and tell what mode of transport it is showing. What mode of transport it is showing. So, here what you are having? You are having an aeroplane. What does an aeroplane do? Yes, where it is going to travel? It is going to fly high in the sky. No, aeroplane. So, what is the mode of transport then? Is it water, land, air? None of these. So, because aeroplane is going to fly in the sky, so it is the air transport. It is meant for Air transport. C is the correct answer, children. Now the 7th question. Look at the pictures and tell what mode of transport it is showing. Okay. Here what you are having? You are having a train. You are having a train. So where does train travel? Air, water or land? Let us see, is it land, air, water or none of these? So rail or train is nothing but land transport. Okay, the mode of transport is land, that is rail transport. Clear, children? Now, so but it does not travel on the road, children. You have got special tracks which are built on the land and it is going to travel on that track. Okay, now 8th question. You can travel through desert by sitting on me. Who is it? Where you can travel in the desert by sitting on this? Is it computer, hen, camel? None of these. Okay, and answer is C. Answer is C, that is camel. We use camel, children, a very famous animal in the desert areas, to transport people and also goods from one place to another places. So whenever you see a desert picture, so definitely you'll have a camel in that picture because that is very famous. Camel. We call camel as the ship of the desert. Like as ship travels on the water, the camel travel on in the desert. Clear, children? Yes, C is the correct answer. Now the 9th question. A pilot flies the aeroplane. Tell whether the statement is correct, incorrect, both or none of these. A pilot flies the aeroplane. So is it true, children? This statement, a pilot flies the aeroplane? Yes, it is correct. No, the person who is operating the aeroplane is nothing but a pilot. He flies the aeroplane. Like we have a driver for our bus, same like that we have a pilot for the aeroplane. Clear, children? Yes. Now the last question for today. Dash is the fastest way to send a message. So fastest way to send a message. So in our communication topic, what did we learn? We send messages or receive messages from the people who are very far away from us. No, again in this you have 3-4 varieties, like you have a letter, speed post, telegram, email, postcard and all that. No, but in these all options, which is the fastest way to send a message? And the answer is C, that is email. This is nothing but the electronic mail, children. No, so with the help of the internet, through a computer or a mobile phone, like a smartphone, you can send email to your friends or relatives. Okay, and it is going to reach very fast. The message is going to deliver within seconds and minutes. Okay, children. So this is the fastest way to send a message, and this is the cheapest way also to send the message. Clear, children? So I hope you have all understood the lesson and this question and answers. So I am going to end here. We will be continuing in the next topic. Until then, take care and goodbye. Visit our website www.aimstoday.in for other information regarding online classes, quizzes, live worksheets, DIY activities, English classes, coding. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.